Okay, so section 6 is kind of a cumulative section where it takes examples of logarithmic and exponential equations and asks you to solve for x. Okay, now you can leave your answer in, you do not need to type it into a calculator. Some of the first ones you can solve like we've been doing. Some of them are going to be left in kind of a messy format, as you'll see. But just remember, if it's exponential, try to rewrite it so it has the same base. Okay. If it's logarithmic, change it back to exponential and then go from there. So number 2 is a good one to start with. Okay, reminds us about negative exponents. The number 1/4, remember, can be written as 4 to the negative 1 power. Okay, and it turns out that 64 can also be written using base 4. Okay, 4 to the 3rd power is equal to 64. Okay, so in an exponential equation where the bases are the same, then those exponents, when you multiply on top, you get negative x equals 3. So that means that x has to equal negative 3. Okay, number 4 is a logarithmic problem, so we change it back to exponential. 5 to the negative 3rd power equals x. When you rewrite, the negative exponent causes the 5 to become a 1/5. And when you multiply that by itself 3 times, you get x equals 1 over 125. Okay. 6 is also exponential. So common base, but 2 and 32 would be 2. So 2 to the x minus 3 power equals 2 to the 5th power. 32 is 2 to the 5th. Again, base is the same. Set the exponents equal. Add the 3 over. Your problem there. And on 6, 7, or 5, 7, and 8, okay, these are the ones you want to be careful. There are 3 of these, like these on the test, okay? And it's similar to the one on that we just got done with, okay? First step you want to do is you need to isolate the term containing the x, and then you can move things away. So for example, number 8 has a couple operations. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 14 over. So add the 14 to both sides. Those drop out. 3e to the x equals 25. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. So you get e to the x equals 25 thirds. Okay, and now here's my problem. How do I get rid of that e? Well, in the previous section, we said that when there's only one e like that, okay, to get rid of it, I need to multiply it by its natural log. So I'm going to take the natural log on the left side. I'm going to take the natural log on the right side. The natural log and the e cancel each other out, leaving me with just x. And so the natural log of 25 thirds is my answer. Now, again, you could type that in, but I'm not asking you to. Okay, I just leave it like that. Okay, so be careful. Okay, be careful. On number 7, the first step here would be to divide both sides by 1,000. And 75 over 1,000. That will reduce down to 3 over 40. Now, I can't do anything with this until I get rid of that e. So I'm going to go ahead and take the natural log of both sides. So the natural log, and over here I've got the 3/40. So this becomes negative 4x is all that's left now. Okay, natural log of 3/40. And then just get rid of that negative 4 by dividing it off. But you have to divide the whole thing by negative 4. And that negative, then, I would probably bring that up. And there's your answer there. Okay, so you have to do, you got to try to preserve. Sorry, I'll scoot that up so you can see the last part of that. Okay, you've got to try to preserve the order of operations as you go through and perform the steps. Otherwise, you're going to try to put together some numbers that are not supposed to be combined. Okay, but like I said, there are similar problems on the test, a lot like 8 and 5, but be prepared for something like 7 as well. And then some of the other, though that's in the last part of that test on this section, some of the other stuff is going to be in the previous sections. Okay. Okay. Complete these. Go to the problems that are on the test, complete those. And we have one section left. We'll talk a little bit about some story problems and practice a couple of those. Okay.